out of the storage unit. Fairly windy, but very nice day, right?
Yeah.
It's a beautiful day. We just did 2 storage units in 2 days, and we have like these oil paintings that are just, we don't know how in the world we're gonna figure them out at all. But I mean, they all look like this. And we've seen stuff like this. Antique Roadshow, $1 million, right? So we're gonna unload all this stuff. Obviously, this stuff will be on the Bearded Thrift Machine channel for the storage units. So look forward to that. That'll probably be in at least a week or so because these videos are long and kind of hard to edit. But we're gonna go ahead and get this out of here. Some of this might go to the yard sale. There's the gigantic one that's definitely gonna go to the yard sale.
Yeah.
And then also we're gonna go ahead and go post some orders. Today's sponsor of today's video is Vendu. And if you don't know what Vendu is, it is basically a website or an app. They have an app that helps you cross-post to different selling platforms online. They have a whole bunch that you can sell on. You can eBay, Poshmark, Depop, whatnot. There's a ton. You can go to their website and see exactly how many they have. It is a lot. Do not leave money on the table by not using Vendu. With Vendu, you can actually list faster to different platforms. So there's different ways you can actually list on the Vendu. You can either download it in their app, which they have like a little app there where you would put your actual item in there, and then you say, hey, I want to go ahead and put this one on eBay, Poshmark, and Mercari. Or if you don't want to do that, what you can do is you have a whole bunch of eBay listings maybe, and you want to go ahead and maybe try Mercari out or Poshmark or whatnot, or the other platforms they sell on or able to list to, and you say, let's go ahead and do it there. So you take your eBay listing and then you shoot it over to the one that you actually want. Let's just say Mercari. So you go ahead and take that listing and say, boop, I want to go ahead and put that in Mercari. That's how seamless it is. It's very, very easy. If you go ahead and go on their website and look at the listing enhancements that they have a whole bunch of tools to help you actually make your listings better, to sell the item faster. Also, with doing this, you would obviously be listing at more places. Right now, if you have all your eggs in one basket, which maybe your basket is Mercari, and you're like, maybe I can put some eggs in the eBay land. Vendu can help you do that by listing in more places, which ultimately gets more eyes and a bigger audience on your item, which will sell your product maybe faster. You can go ahead and use our link right here and you get 25% off your first month. But if you want to go ahead and start for free, you can also do that on Vendu. There is a free trial. Then there's also different pricing plans that you can curtail to your actual business. Say you're a small seller, you're like, listen, I don't have a whole bunch to cross post, but I would like to cross post maybe 10 to 20 a month. They got a plan for that. But maybe you're a huge seller. You're like, you know what? I want to go ahead and cross post 1,000 items. They got a plan for that too. There's different ways, there's different add-ons that you can actually get it exactly perfect for your business. We do appreciate Vendu for sponsoring this video. Now back to our video. In the storage unit, I feel like we haven't been in here while pulling orders, right? It's been a minute. Well, I mean, we're still selling orders, but they're just, it's few and far between, but we had some good sales. 44-pound kettlebell. I had bought a whole bunch of equipment for the garage, not a whole bunch, but my buddy was selling it. We got everything for $500. Good Rogue and right gear, bumper plates, really nice bench and everything. But he also had a set of kettlebells, which we didn't want from Rogue. And so we sold one 44-pound one for $44 plus shipping, and they paid $44 in shipping. So they paid $88. The right kettlebells, you go for a decent amount of money. This Star Trek thing right here, that's sold for $20 plus shipping. We are on the profit on all the Star Trek stuff by a long shot. So actually, that buy wasn't as bad as we thought when it was, when we first bought it. I thought it was gonna be a waste of money. Turns out not bad. This super heavy duty Craftsman industrial reciprocating saw, also known as a Sawzall, $26.99 plus shipping. $50 for one of the barrels. These are the muzzle load barrels I got for $2 at the 127. This one sold for $50. The other one I have listed for $150. That one had no markings on it. It just said made in Italy. Sold for $50. Alice Cooper sold $12.02 plus shipping. And we did have these really nice Park Avenues. These are the ones we picked up only about a week or so ago. Allen Edmond Park Avenues in the nice, I think that's like the mahogany color. $57 plus shipping on that. That ain't too shabby. And then we did have you were surprised at this one, weren't you?
Yeah.
The football phone, the vintage football phone, Redskin, sold for $65 plus shipping. And then this little guy is also surprising. $75 plus shipping for him, right? That's pretty.
Skateboard.
That's pretty good little skateboard. And then these right here come off the packs for the fireman suits that we have, like the actual packs. And they are the Scout. This is sold for parts, not working, for parts. You have to rebuild it. And it's sold for $25.51 plus shipping. And I probably have 100 of them. And I just haven't listed them. I took one apart to see if it would sell and ended up selling relatively quickly within like a month.
Yeah.
So right there, I mean, you're probably talking, we probably got $2,500 just in these things. So the fireman stuff is selling. It's selling slowly, but they usually sell for like 20 or 50 bucks a piece, depending on what it is. And they're, I mean, we're already in the profit on that unit. So every time we sell one of these fireman gears, pure profit. So what we're going to do, go home, pack this stuff up, ship it out, and do more. The last video you saw us, we were just moving stuff around. We have another day of moving stuff around. If you want to come along, you want to come along? All right, we'll take you.
And tell them about the website.
Oh, so we do have also some awesome stickers. If you follow us on Facebook, you saw them. If not, go to our website, BeardedThriftMachine.com. We have 3 stickers that Kayla designed. We have Karen and Larry, Ain't Too Shabby, and then doll hair stickers. You can buy either a sticker pack or you can buy them singles. They'll also be in our booth. And also, we'll probably take them up to the yard sale, maybe.
Yeah.
Have them, maybe, 50 cents a piece or whatever at the yard sale. So there's a whole bunch. Go check it out. You also have more shirts on the booth. I mean, in the website.
On the website.
More shirts.
And we're going to have more stickers, including Willow. We're going to have a Willow sticker.
We're going to have a Willow sticker.
More to come.
So more to come on that. You're hitting the merch hard because we want to have a whole bunch of merch ready for the Christmas season. If anybody wants to, buy some Christmas merch from us. So what we're going to do is go ahead and pack this stuff up, go home, and move more junk from one place to another. Next day here, and we are leaving the storage unit. We have just picked up a ton of items that have sold, but today the storage unit is popping. There's like a billion people in there, right? Like loading and unloading. So us sitting there going over what sold just wasn't gonna work. And most of the stuff actually that we sold is still over the house because I just listed it. We've still been doing between 20 and 25 listings a day on eBay. And yesterday was our first above average day in probably 3 or 4 weeks. So we had a really good day on eBay, and obviously it's because we're listing more. A lot of things that we're listing also are the CDs from the storage unit, the big collection. A lot of people in that video were saying that CDs are dead, and I've seen a couple of YouTube videos stating media is dead. That's got to be a lie, because we were looking some of these up. Now we do have some rare ones, some very rare CDs, like hard metal stuff or heavy metal stuff, hard rock, and all types of stuff that was actually from overseas. And we just sold one CD used for 20 bucks. We have multiple CDs listed as high as $50 to $75 a piece. And then the rest, what I'm doing is throwing them in lots of 50 to 75 CDs and selling them for $2 a piece, like as the big lot. So like $100 free shipping. They do go medium now, so it's a little bit cheaper to ship. And we are selling them like hotcakes. And so they will be on the website by the time this will be going out pretty soon, so we still might have some left, but a very good collection of CDs, a lot more money than we thought. We were thinking we were going to take a loss in that, and that's not at all what happened. Also, in the last video, we talked about the weird glitch thing on eBay, where we were getting a offer, taking the offer, and then nothing happened. And a lot of you all actually commented, and you guys have actually called eBay and wanted to know what was going on because it was happening to you. And eBay basically states that it's normal. This is their new thing that they do, because usually when you do an offer, it goes straight to your waiting payment, and then nobody else can buy that, right? Well, now what they do is that they don't go to a waiting payment, but it keeps it active so somebody else can buy it, where if the person doesn't pay immediately, it doesn't go where you don't have to wait. Now, I kind of like that, but I think there's still a heavy glitch in it, because the guy with the shoes, we'll show the shoes here in a second, he sent an offer. I accepted the offer, and then he wrote back and said, I can't continue on to the purchase. I want these shoes, but it will not let me buy them. And then another product did the exact same thing. So I think it's a good idea actually, where if they offer, it doesn't go to a waiting payment, because then if they don't pay, you're not waiting 3 days or anything like that. So I think that's good, but I think that something's haywire is what I'm saying, because that guy, I actually had to change the price to the offer price. So we're gonna go home, go over what's sold. So we are back at the house and we were gonna have the really nice like door open, sunshine and stuff like that. We got this little cat around here, right? Who loves this garage. And I don't mind the cat being in here, but it likes to go up underneath the Mustang, and I'm afraid that like I won't pay attention, it will get stuck in here. Sometimes we don't go out the garage if we don't use the car. Sometimes we don't go out the garage for what, 3 or 4 days?
I know.
And then that poor cat would be in here, so now I'm on like cat patrol. So it doesn't, we don't even know where it came from. But it's a cute little cat, but you gotta have a sign in and sign out sheet, bro. Like when you come in, sign in.
Right.
And then when you come out, sign out. So we're gonna go ahead and go over some what's solds here. They're actually pretty good. We've been on a roll, to be honest with you. A rock CD sold for 20 bucks plus shipping. There is another one that we actually always like to find. I think it's called like Original Masters Recording or Masters Original Record. And there's a gold thing usually at the top. We have the Led Zeppelin one, I think, I'm pretty sure. Or the Def Leppard. I forget which one it is. That one's listed for 75 bucks. That came out of that big lot too, I'm telling you. That was a little gold mine. And they have been selling, getting a lot of views and everything. This we just listed. This came out of a storage unit, almost a brand spanking new Cobalt. It did work, but we're selling it with the tool only. So for $50 plus shipping, that's pretty good. This thing right here, we bought at a yard sale, and I paid way too much money for it when I bought it just because it said Mac Tools on it. But it ended up selling for $25 plus shipping. These were the shoes that the guy was trying to buy. You actually just picked these up for $6. And they sold for $60 plus shipping. They are the Under Armour Curry shoes. A VHS, brand new. See, people are saying, oh, VHSs are dead, CDs are dead. Everything's alive on eBay if you have the right thing. Now, finding the right thing is the hard thing. I don't even know what this is, but it's sold for 26 bucks. Plus shipping. Have you ever seen that movie?
No.
Me neither. The Cobalt 24-volt ion charger, battery charger, 20 bucks plus shipping, sold within like 5 minutes. The helmet, the World War II helmet, actually, the guy used it, I'm thinking he wore this when he was in his hot rod, because he got it at a yard sale, so for $50 plus shipping. That ain't too shabby on that one. We did have a watch sale. It's just a non-working watch. I don't know if you can see that right there. It's a women's mini mouse watch, brown, untested, sold for $21 plus shipping. This guy sold. We got him at a yard sale for like $1. $35 plus shipping. That's what it is. Talking about $35 plus shipping, Big Banana sold. This guy sold. 35 bucks plus shipping. That's pretty neat. This really nice, I'm telling you, orange, the flame orange always is in style. $34 plus shipping on that. And
All
then,
I wanted to say was, aren't you glad I didn't say banana?
aren't you glad? I had that set up. You should have said it. Aren't you glad I didn't say banana? $31.50 for a whole bunch of Craftsman screwdrivers. And then if you remember, I did pick up some Harley Davidson, like real pewter metal engines. And this one's sold for 60 bucks plus shipping. I got 2 more. I think I spent $50 on all of them. So that would mean that I'm basically broken even at this point. And then the next 2 will be profit. So today is a day, it's one of those days where we have all this stuff to list over here. And this is where I do my listing. I know a lot of people always ask that. So we're gonna head over to this region, take her right at the Mustang and turn on this. This is basically where I do all my listing, right? In the garage. I don't have a fancy setup. All I've been doing is just scanning the barcodes or taking pictures of the CDs, and then I list them right here. If you look at most of the pictures, if I don't do a background delete, you're gonna see this, and that's it, and they still sell. I know a lot of people always like, you need fancy setups and stuff. I hang my clothes here or on like right there on the door jamb, or sometimes up here, because there's a broken hanger there, because it didn't come out. And always remember that eBay does have the background delete option now, which is very easy, but if you want a little bit faster, we use Photo Room. They won't sponsor us whatsoever, but it's good.
Yeah.
Right? Photo Room, you can do batch if you pay for it, and you can wipe out a ton of backgrounds very, very quickly. So I always get asked, how do you list? What lighting do you use? I use a Home Depot lighting for like, I don't know, 20 bucks or 30 bucks up there, and just regular lighting. If you need to go outside, or if maybe it's a little bit dark in here, I'll open the garage door during the daytime, only if it's nice and cool. Like today would be perfect. Like today, little shot of October.
Folly outside.
Little folly outside. The humidity is
Sweater
down.
weather.
Yeah, so it's not bad. So this is all the stuff we're gonna go through today and list, but then we also have our whatnot that we're gonna get ready. We have not done a whatnot like this in a while. So I have to go in there and pick all that stuff, but all we have is to keep it organized, is that I have a shelving unit in my room where I like edit and do the whatnot shows, is that it just has whatnot stuff on it. So when we buy stuff now, it's very important to us to actually organize the items. Now we have 3 selling ways. Now in this video we did talk about Vendu. I'm not talking about like selling ways as like all online. All online is like lumped into one thing.
Right.
And then we have physical sales, then we have whatnot sales, because whatnot's a little bit different than listing something on like a selling platform, I think, because it's like a live auction. So we do online stuff, if that's going to be eBay, Mercari, Poshmark, and again that could be, you know, we upload it into Vendu and then we cross post to Mercari or Poshmark. That's the only 2 that we actually do. And then also we have a little pile for things for the booth that you specifically put for the booth. And then we have things specifically for whatnot. And how we usually do that is smaller items for whatnot. Like real big items, we do not put on whatnot just because the shipping would be too high. So like big night, like even that cool banana thing, it's too long.
Yeah.
Because what happens is if you were to sell that and then somebody bought like 6 other things, the next thing you know, you're going to be paying a lot of money in shipping. So we don't do that. So our whatnot things are usually small, kind of valuable items that are, you know, less than £1 to £2. That's where we like to stay. And then you specifically have stuff for your whatnot jewelry shows. So we have like these little things we do that goes in your room. All the booth stuff goes in your room that are going to get tags, and then all the stuff that that is the booth that is going to be held for maybe a certain season or something, that goes in one of our storage units on 2 different shelves. So it's very important. You've seen us in these last couple of videos just organizing and moving stuff around. That's so we are organized, because it's a lot easier when you have these big hauls, because it's going to come up to fall real soon. And what happens in fall? Yard sale season.
Yeah.
So we might be buying a ton of stuff, like truckloads and truckloads on every Saturday. So we need to be ready for that. Also, we've been doing a lot more storage units, so you've got to be able to filter through this stuff very quickly. We still haven't got with our local auction place about running some stuff to the auction. Hopefully that will be a video soon where we can actually talk to them, figure out what they need, or figure out what items they want, or whatever, how it works, and then start kicking a lot of this stuff through the local auction, especially some of our bigger furniture and stuff that isn't selling that well on Facebook Marketplace. So, oh yeah, that's another one, is our Facebook Marketplace stuff.
Yeah.
We're gonna go ahead and pack this stuff up over there and ship it out. Next day here in the car again, but we are doing something kind of exciting. You're super excited about it.
Super excited.
So we have the worst luck when it comes to wireless printers. We've gone through like 3 wireless printers in the last, year?
Yes.
They always lose connectivity. They always lose, the cartridges are expensive. So we did our research.
And we've been going and getting cartridges like every week, it seems like.
Yeah, they just don't, the cartridges are super expensive too. They're like $30, $40 a piece. And then finally, because you have been stepping up the merch game, and we did have a lot of people reach out to us about doing our merch for us when it comes to sublimation and laser engraving. The thing is that you really kind of enjoy it.
Yeah.
You enjoy actually designing something, making a product, and then having it for sale.
Yeah.
So we are going to go ahead and you just bought online a sublimation printer. So the printer we got, we're actually heading up to Best Buy because it was on sale. It's usually a $500 printer?
$300.
$300 printer, and they have it down to $200. So, that's not bad, 33% off. And you have like ink that you put in the tank. It's called an Epson Eco Tank, probably because it has tanks in it that you can put the ink. But you can also do sublimation, which you're gonna get into when it comes to our merch, so we can spice it up a little bit. So we're gonna go there, we'll show you that, then after that we're gonna go to Michael's, then we're gonna pull some orders, because our eBay, since we've been listing a ton, has really been doing pretty good.
So this is our Epson printer that we got, and it comes with all these ink bottles, so that is going to be a lot cheaper, a lot faster for us to not have to run out and go get ink. And it connects to your phone, which is pretty cool. So we'll try it out and see how good it is.
We're back from Michael's and we got us some merch stuff. Now we are going to start obviously buying stuff in bulk, but you're just getting used to a whole bunch of stuff, so that's why we're buying just small batches of stuff. We got shirts that are coming out, but we also got the sublimation printer now, the old Epson tank, eco tank. And so you're going to start sublimating things. Sublimating, yeah, that's right. So we're going to have mugs. These mugs I actually like because, and then you'll have a design. You just like to make different designs and stuff, which I think is very creative. Now again, we'll probably like get these from a different place because these were fairly expensive.
Right.
But I do like the black and then the black on the inside and then a design on the outside. So that'll look really, really cool. And then we did get a mug press and some other stuff. We might even get some different things. Can't get that in there. There you go. And then we got a mug press here and then a whole bunch of shirts. We also got some hats that you're going to practice on. Then we might work around getting different hats, obviously. We're thinking about leather patch hats maybe even, right? Where we can start, because we saw a whole bunch of cool stuff in there about actually getting like laser engravers and stuff like that. I don't know if we're gonna go that far quite yet. You wanna work on the sublimation part of it first.
Right.
Then after that, we'll start some more, but you like doing it. That's the only reason, again, that we aren't outsourcing this stuff and we've sat down and had a long conversation. You just like making merch. Pulling some orders, and since I wouldn't now call it a glitch, I guess now we know what eBay's doing, but there definitely was a glitch like I talked about earlier in that about the people couldn't actually buy when they did an offer, but now it looks like it's cleared up, right? Because people are doing offers and they just take a little bit to actually buy it, but nobody's messaging us and saying, hey, something's wrong, we can't buy it. So I think it fixed it. Then all of a sudden after that was fixed, our sales went up, right? So I don't know. But eBoo sometimes does some funny things. This is a box full of the Scott Gage's valves. Now, if you look right here, there's a whole bunch of them in there, and this is what they look like right there. They're just those little valves that go on top of tanks from the firemen. These were all busted. So these are like just for parts, and they sold for $35 plus shipping. Another CD sold, had a damaged case, $15 plus shipping. The Spider Victor paintball that we got out of a storage unit sold $27 plus shipping. These guys right here are Smart Link plugs. Just plug them in and then they become smart. $19 plus shipping. We had a Black Ops airsoft gun, parts only sell, $50 plus shipping. And a pair of really nice Harley Davidson wedge women's shoes. They sold $55 plus shipping. And then this is pretty funny. This is like one of those things where you can't find the item and then you kind of let the market kind of tell you how much it's worth. So this is a Craftsman whole shop saw collection kit. So basically this is what's inside here. I checked everything, and what happens is that you need a vacuum and this guy right here, and then you hook the vacuum to this, and then in your workshop you then collect all of the dust. If you have a woodworking shop or something like that, this goes around your woodworking shop and then it collects the dust in the air or at the very specific saw that you're using. These are not for sale anywhere. Like anywhere in the world right now, I had the only one. I found one on OfferUp for like $30, right? So I was like, hey, these things aren't for sale. It's a neat thing. I looked at newer ones. Newer ones are $300, $400, $500, right? So I was like, okay, this one is actually brand new, never used, open box. I was like, so $150 sounds good plus shipping. Sat for probably a couple months. The other day, a guy messaged us and said, hey, I found one for sale for $30. Would you take 25 plus shipping? And I was like, no. Like, I know that it's worth more than 25. If he did a reasonable offer, maybe 75, something like that, I'd say yes. Because I marked it at 150. And I was like, no, that's okay. Thanks for the offer. 3 days later, it sold full price, $150 plus shipping. So just know your market. Some things that aren't in the market, you have to take, because we always get this question a lot, is like, hey, I can't find it on eBay. I can't find it on WorthPoint. I can't find it on Terapeak. I can't find it anywhere. How do you set your price? That's how I set it, is that if I can't find something, especially like this, that I can't find it other than when it was, you know, back in the day when it was for sale, I look at things that are similar to it, nowadays that are new, and then get my price from that. Now that's not harder when it comes like pottery, paintings. I think pottery and artwork are some of the two hardest things that you can comp out. We have right now paintings and pottery sitting in that storage unit. We don't know what we're going to do with it, right?
Yeah.
We ain't got a clue because we don't even know how to research this stuff. And I think like certain stuff like this, you don't really need like to read, I guess, about it.
To research, yeah.
To research it. You kind of like
Right.
research for a second and you can get a price on it. But like paintings, come on now. There's so much to know. We have paintings in this room over here that we think that could be something important, like something pretty nice.
Yeah, and we just could not throw them away.
And we obviously couldn't get rid of them. So I don't know, one day we'll have to come over and really do some research. They're all, you know, oil on canvas with signatures that we know are back at least as far back as the 30s.
And we got those out of the storage.
And we got them out of the
Beard
storage.
Thrift Machine.
Yeah, at the Beard Thrift Machine channel. So just interesting stuff, but just know your product. And sometimes things do take a lot of time to research. But we personally think pottery and paintings are the hardest, right? Mm-hmm. Everything else like tools and stuff like that. And you know, like a painting, Antique Roadshow stuff here, guys. Wait a second. A painting can be worth 100 grand if you get the right one. Hate to tell you, the Craftsman sawdust collector is never going to be worth 100 grand. So you're not going to be out a ton of money. Say you priced it at 100, but it could sell for 150. I get that you're out 50 bucks, right? You throw away a painting that's worth 100 grand? Please, I couldn't sleep at night. But we're going to go over to that storage unit right now because I have to pull stuff to put on eBay. We'll show you how we do that. And then after that, we're going to go home. So we're gonna grab a little 12 by 12 real quick. What is that stuff up there? Oh my goodness. We're gonna have an avalanche. Just teeter-tottering on. There are the paintings back there that we were talking about. Oh yeah.
Yeah. I mean, and they're intricate. Intricate, is that the right word? Yeah. And there's a lot more. So you're grabbing stuff to list?
Yeah, we actually got this out of the storage unit, which is pretty cool. Got a little nick right there on the side of it. But this is a very nice Shaquille O'Neal doll. And the worst thing is they actually are selling for like 450 bucks. Ours has a broken stand. The stand up there is slightly broken, which is kind of sad. But we're going to do a little bit of listing today. We're going to go through some stuff.
We got some more CDs here.
Man, I am like CD'd out. Where did they come from?
I've
listed
no idea.
400 CDs in the past 3 days. Got the Hummels here. This stuff's
So
gonna
much
be
Christmas.
yeah, our Christmas sales are gonna be crazy.
I mean, all of this on this shelf is all Christmas stuff.
Yeah, and
We
gotta
are
check this stuff out.
liquidating at Christmas time.
Yeah, if you like Christmas ornaments, come by our Whatnot
Oh, yeah,
shows.
this is-
That's completely full of Hallmark stuff, and it's not just like the regular stuff. It's a lot of it's going to be like Disney and stuff like that. That's a Disney one, Disney stuff, Starbucks, Disney, Santa. I feel like we have that. Isn't in this one? No, I don't know what that is. So I need to pick. This is eBay on it. Got some shoes in here, so I could do the shoes today.
Yeah.
These are the youth shoes. We could get this bin done. What's in this bin? Down here. Oh, it's a whole bunch of clothing.
I need to go through that clothing and see what we're going to use for eBay, what we're going to use for the yard sale.
And then also Whatnot.
And whatnot, yeah.
Because I do need to get some more Whatnot stuff that's empty. We don't have many empty bins right now. It's so funny. It's like, what is it, feast or famine when it comes to us? Because sometimes we have so much inventory, and then other times we're like, we're out of inventory. I don't even know where we got this stuff from.
Yeah, and people message us all the time, and if it's like a video that has posted, like 3 or 4 months ago, and it's buried in these in these bins, it's so hard to go through each bin to dig out
What exactly it is.
Yeah, but I try my hardest to get back to everybody who asks for stuff on the...
Right. 100%. Well, I think that's it. What we're going to do is go ahead, go home, pack this stuff up, ship some of this stuff out. We have a Whatnot on Saturday. This video is probably coming out on Sunday, so thank you everybody coming out to our Whatnot shows. We will be hitting Whatnot a lot harder coming up into the Christmas season. Last year, we kind of played it wrong. We sold all of our Christmas stuff in early November, right?
Yeah.
And then we couldn't really have any more Whatnot shows because we ran out of inventory. This year, that will not happen, or it should not happen. We're going to probably really start hitting Whatnot hard early November.
Yes.
And maybe 2 shows a week. And then like our big show would probably be on Saturday. And then we might do like a midweek show on like a Wednesday or something, a Wednesday night. I have a ton of hats. There's gonna be clothing. There's gonna be, you know, we might get more into those type of things. And then Saturday would be more of like the Christmas shows where we have the ornaments and the Christmas trees and decorations and stuff like that. So it'll be really awesome. There will be a link down below to our whatnot if you want to be a part of that. Also remember our merch. If we're talking about merch today, we have tons of merch on our website, the Bearded Thrift Machine. You're making sure that there's a whole bunch on there. You got shirts. I don't think we have any hats, but we got sticker packs, new sticker packs that you designed, new stickers, new decals, you name it. Right now, we're just trying to get that also ready for the holiday season. And then also, Vendu sponsored this video. The holiday season is coming up, so if you are a seller, it would probably be pretty smart to try to get as much things on as many platforms as possible, because you know this is where people spend money. So it's right around this season. So you know what, if you're not doing that good on eBay, use something like that. If you need help in cross posting, if you think it's very difficult to cross post, you know, manually, use something like Vendu that helps you out, where you can put it in different areas. You know, like, hey, Macari, Poshmark, blah, 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 and more people will see your item, which gives you a higher chance of it selling. Now saying that, we're out.